Hello, everybody. Welcome to Skraturdays this morning over here on the East Coast. I'm Dan Stacy, and you're about to witness my nerdy family, and I use silly voices and Ishanekon to tell a good story. Let me know, as always, how sound resounds in your ears, and I will introduce the players as chat yells at me if anything's wrong. Starting with, of course, our collaborator for Skraturdays, Scrat from A Squirrel Plays. How are you, my friend?
It's me. I'm good. I am the squirrel. I didn't get my squirrel shirt, so I'm ready.
Dude, I love that one. I don't think I've seen that one yet.
You can't see the text. It says Squirrel Whisperer.
That's so good. Awesome. And I'll swing over to another longtime collaborator, Dave from 𝐒𝐪𝐿𝐲𝐿𝐲𝐿. How are you, sir?
Hello, everyone. I'm a little frustrated right now, but I'll get over it.
Dave's working on Plaguebound stuff, right? It's Plaguebound. Ironbound. Oh, even better. Well, I don't know. They're the same. I like them both. God bless you, my brother. While we do that, we have somebody stepping in as Legend Master Jacob is running his own game right now. Glen, how are you, sir?
Good morning, everyone. Glen Finney. My day gig is as a behavioral neurologist. Been doing a fundraiser for RPGs versus AD for the Alzheimer's Association. I do a little bit of grand DMing at the DC 20 West Marches, and like to hang out with these fabulous folks at Avenue Studios.
Yes, and check out all these guys. Links for the descriptions for all their stuff down below. Thank you for stepping in for Dr. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐿𝐲𝐿𝐲.
Oh, of course.
I can't wait. And last but not least, our guest of honor today to tell us some stories, Blaze from Ishanekon. How are you, sir?
Hi, I am doing just fine. And yes, we will be playing Ishanekon World Shapers today. The probably biggest free indie tabletop RPG with over 2,000 character options, currently 200 sub-archetypes. And by the way, there are 20 more in the works.
You can't be stopped.
Yeah, I'm never gonna stop. You get all the free content, all of it. But sorry, need to normalize a bit again. Yeah, but
I love it.
I'm happy to run the second part of this adventure for you. I mean, it was originally planned as a one-shot, but you guys just had so much fun, me also, and we just decided to continue the story.
And we're level 2 now also, so I think it'd be cool
yes.
To see how that plays out.
You got more fancy tools now.
And we switched things up a little bit. So today, if you want to influence the story, the bot should be putting it out, if I got it all set all right. But $10, you can buy disadvantage or advantage on a roll. We have to use the disadvantage immediately, but players and GM, you can give that to the Game Master as well. But you can hold on to the advantage and use it when you want. But then the more important one is the cinematic action. $20 cinematic action to either one of the players or the Game Master to use for the villains. And I was thinking, would you let us know, Blaze, let everybody know how the cinematic action works in Ishanekon?
The cinematic action is basically the rule of cool, but codified into the rules. It allows one performing it to do something that the character sheet technically doesn't allow, but it's just cool. They are very powerful. They can also be used as reactions defensively or a cinematic burst. If you're like restrained, can act, just double the cost, break out of it. It gives combat so much storytelling potential, and also outside of combat, it's my favorite part of Ishanekon World Shapers.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love the. We are definitely role play heavy here, so the rule of cool is very nice. It's one of my favorite things here. Awesome. Well, I think without further ado, then, I'm not seeing any problems with sound, so take us away, sir.
All right, time to switch up the music to something a bit more fitting to your current situation. So, last time you thought you fixed the world, but then it started glitching again. Out of game, the reason is because you triggered a Bane.
Thanks,
but
chat.
yes, you. After defeating the memory eaters, there you are, a bit bruised up, and probably not in the energy stream, because that would hurt. By the way, Keithis, with the level up, you got Reality Warper. You're allowed to roll one of each dice, like D4 to D20, and you can replace any value, be it your own, your allies, or your enemies, with one of the values you rolled now. You can use each value you rolled once. So, the signature feature of the reality archetype. Just so you know in advance, feel free to roll that. But yeah, that you are almost fixed, but then the world got glitched again. Currently, there's an empty void. Do you want to use a short break to maybe patch up a bit? Or
Yes, I would like to see myself and my colleagues' wounds knit together. I want to study how the healing works. So you, I think, said I roll a, what was it, a 2D?
2d8 plus 8 for each person you heal. So that's just repeated 4 times for each one, and knit them all together nice and clean. How about we start with like Ironhide and go clockwise? So this one's for
15
Ironhide.
to you, Ironhide.
Does that work? Because I'm a robot.
Yes, because the field medics feature does not restrict you to biological life forms.
Very good. And you said I got 15, so...
Yes, my fascination with how you can be mended does not stop with the mere biological.
Oh. Yeah, he's got
the others, he takes
automotive.
like out bandages and such, and for you, he just takes out a metal plate. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I was saying he's got the automotive body hammers.
I have, you know how they have the miniature torches for like the creme brulee? Instead, it's a miniature welding iron. And 16 for the next one.
Mm-hmm. That's Keith's.
16, 13, you said?
16 for the next, and then 13 for the one after that.
See, this would be the perfect place to use the line from the Transformers movie where Hot Rod fixes up Cup of all the diode blowing, circuit breaking dimwittery. You left a piece out.
I love that you have that memorized.
The whole movie
But yeah, while you're resting up, I think that's enough to get everybody back to 100%, at least when it comes to vitality.
Yep.
Indeed.
Domo arigatou gozaimasu, Isha. I feel much better.
Gesundheit.
But as you're still just recovering from the shock, you realize the whole room is just shaking. Apparently, the Bane did not just re-trigger the glitches. As you see a bigger memory eater just materializing, almost like coming out of nothing.
Oh, no.
It sees you, and it looks at the smaller ones. It kind of looks like the face of a mother who just saw their children dead before it, and it sees you, and it just let out a grueling, animalistic scream, viciously, angrily, ready to jump at you.
The fight is not over, colleagues.
But can it bleed?
Yes, it can.
Let's find out.
So, yes, battle music. But yes, initiative, I wrote them down. And Keith's Veilborn, you're the first one to go.
I'm gonna, because I'm kind of I think what I'll do is I'll come over here and hide behind this block. And
Okay.
maybe take a pop shot off from the side.
That's okay. You can lean out of full cover to attack.
All right. I'm trying to remember. I'm sorry, man.
It's okay. You had a hard
D20,
week.
right? I had a really hard week. You don't even know half of it.
Take it out on the monster.
It's a
It's all your fault. Pop, pop,
Automatic
pop.
crit.
Right.
So you go to inventory. There you'll find your weapon. You roll a d20 and can add the hit bonus to it.
That's right.
It's-
I'm not used to roll 20 either. That doesn't help.
You can just use the rolling tool on the left and, add the bonus in your head manually.
I'm gonna fail either way. Doesn't matter what the bonus is.
His dice are having a rough day too.
Yeah. But wait, that's probably 8 you would have. That would not
that
be
would be
enough
me.
to hit this creature. Yeah. I'm sorry about it. You just still caught up from the last combat, whooshing into cover and then turning around shooting, and it's not your weak, man.
Oh god, you
But
don't.
Takeru, show him how it's done.
Oh boy, we'll see. I suppose the fight is not over. I'm going to use my new ability from leveling up to activate. So that's 2 willpower to activate the fire breathing. And that doesn't cost action points, right? Because I can only do it on myself.
That does not cost because you are a berserker, which reduces the buff action point cost of buffs by 2,
Nice.
which is 0.
Cover me, Keithis. And I'm going to use the action to move in.
You don't need an action to move in. You get 3 basic movement for free.
Oh, I forgot about that. Awesome. All right. Well, I move in and I strike.
Remember, you have the shaman. You get to choose 1 of 4 elements to get an additional effect on your weapon.
Yes, I'm doing
Maybe-
fire. That's what I was
Fire. Okay, heat. Okay, got it.
Yes.
Then roll for hit.
All right. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I've got too many windows. Here we go. And that's the D20. We're all going to get back into this. I have too many systems in my head. We're rolling the D20 to hit.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Okay.
Superior technique.
Okay, so that's 1d8 from the sword because you have vertical grit. 1d8 from elemental weapon. 1d6 from vertical grit. So 1d8 plus 2d6 plus your weapon damage bonus plus 6 from the
Okay.
crit.
1
That
D8.
should hurt.
And is it okay? My sword is versatile. Can I use 2-hand strike on that? I think that gives me another
Yeah,
D6.
that's what I mentioned
Oh, with
earlier.
the
That's
2D.
an additional 1d6.
Okay.
That's the 2 in the 2d6.
total. Perfect. Okay, plus 6 coming up. Come on. Not great
You
on the
forgot to
damage
add
roll.
your weapon hit bonus. It's probably 3. Should be 3.
Oh, it's 3?
Sorry,
Okay.
damage bonus.
Okay,
you
so that'd
find
be
it-
18.
So 18 in total. You focus, you breathe, you swing your sword, cutting into the beast. Your glowing hot sword just pierces, cutting one of its many limbs off. The wounds cauterized immediately, and it starts burning, engulfing the creature in fire.
We still don't know if he bleeds yet.
18, so that's 12 damage in total. And I should say it. It is burning now.
Nice. Yeah, I think 2 is not. There's not. Oh no, go ahead. I was just reading the fire thing. So yeah, awesome. That's my turn.
All right, so now the good Dr. Obadiah Kane.
Yes. All right. So, quick quick question out of character. If a weapon has the reload quality, I have a rifle. I don't know if it has any magazine capability or if I have to reload it after each shot.
It just means you need 3 action points instead of 2 action points to attack with it.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. All right. So, well, I will do so then. I will take a shot with my rifle. And I do have this ability, this poison strike. Quick question. Do I have to declare that before the shot or after?
Before the shot, yes.
Yep. All right. Well, I will take a vial out, some nastiness I've been collecting. I'll coat the bullet, load it in, and I will take aim at this memory eater and erase it from my memory. And hopefully bleed.
Nice.
All right. So it's going to be, I believe, D20 plus 5.
Or
hit.
4. It should be for 4.
Nope.
All
It's
right.
plus 5
yes, you're
because of my
right.
dexterity.
Beyond human, I forgot.
Beyond
you're right.
human.
Plus 5.
Yep.
That definitely describes Glenn.
Oh, no! It doesn't matter.
All right.
Well,
All right.
apparently,
Is there any resources that would allow me any sort of reroll?
you can use 5 narrative momentum to reroll a d20.
You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna
Let's go.
say that I took a beat on him at the first shot, missed. I'm like calmly reloading and saying, "Not this time. This is my story, not yours."
What is it, like the old Prince of Persia game where you died? The narrator's like, no, that didn't happen.
All right. I burned those 5 narrative points, and now it's an 18.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Much better.
All right. So that's going to be a D12, I believe, from the weapon itself.
Yes.
And I did have applied there. I spent the 2, I believe, 3
3
WP for the poison strike, which also adds a, let's see here, additional 1d6.
And on a hit, he's poisoned.
Yep. So D12 plus D6, and then I believe the damage is 4 in addition.
Yes.
All right, here it comes. Oh, God. Whoa, it's terrible. So 7, but at least he's poisoned. And
Yeah,
I
you
see.
deal 1 damage. And the good thing is poison ignores armor. So
yes.
That's nice. Quick
And-
question, Blaze, in the chat about how the narrative points work. T-Dog is asking.
So, each character has a resource called narrative momentum based on your charisma and your luck. Each set has something that it gives you. And it basically is kind of your plot armor. You can use it to reroll dice. By the way, any dice, not just your own, also allies' dice or enemy dice. Or you can spend 3 narrative momentum for cinematic action. Which I already explained at the beginning, right?
Mm-hmm.
With doing something rule of cool wise.
Very good.
Yeah, that's the basics.
Yes,
And-
that's really cool.
And my critical question is, did I see it bleed?
Yes, because you dealt 1 damage, your bullet is kind of linked into the wound that Takeru did. You shot
Yes.
it, and you see a bit of blood coming out.
Delightful. And I believe I have for free 3 movement.
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. I'm going to try then to come over here. 1, 2, and I can't get where you are, but I'll get right next to you. And I believe that ends Dr.
The ranged
Guy.
boys are hiding.
All right.
So
As one
Uh,
does.
As one does. Wait a
now
second.
the memory eater. First of all, it is burning. So that's 2d6.
And poisoned.
Its
alright.
exoskeleton absorbs the fire, but he's still poisoned, which goes right through it. And max damage on that poison, he gets 4. It is agitated, it is angry, and it decides to just rush forward in a brutal manner, right into through Takeru, through Ironhide. Both of you, please give me a dexterity defense roll.
Ah.
A D20 plus the DR value, which you find next to your stat.
Yep. So
DR for me, that's 6.
18.
Coming on.
Not bad.
Come on,
And-
Takeru. Oh, I
No,
rolled a D8.
D20.
I wrote D20. I don't know why I did that. Obviously, I didn't, but I thought I did.
I mean, the 2 and the 1 are very close, right?
Yes. There we go. 22.
Reality
Both
is
of you-
warping. D20s are becoming D10s. It's insane.
Everything is madness.
Both of you are quick and nimble fighters. Barely jumping out of the way, it still hits you, like you don't get completely out of the way, so you get both half damage,
Okay.
equal to 5 physical damage as he just rushes through you.
Say both of us
and-
get that, or
Yeah, both of you.
okay, so 5.
5 it is.
And yes, Ironhide. He's right next to you, or I guess more above you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna swing, and that is +5. We decided. So if I do this for the first one, oh, so close.
That's a hit.
Yeah, but it was so close to a crit. All right. And then the second one is exactly the same, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'll swing both. There we
Holy
go.
dog.
All right. So let's roll some
Melee
damage.
is the choice today, guys.
And my damage is a +3 on a D8.
Yes, should be +3.
All right. So this is for the not crit. That's 10. And then a crit is 2d8.
No, it's 1d8. You get +6, but because the damage is halved, it's +3 effectively. So 1d8 plus 9, and then halved.
Which way are we rounding?
You're rounding down.
So, all right, so +4. Now, do you round after the roll or before? That's what I meant to ask.
After the roll.
Okay. So here
Just
we
show me the max value and I do it in my head.
You
Wow!
still did it.
Ha!
Good max.
So,
I'm taking you to Vegas.
Yeah.
you're just, as you're jumping out of the way, mid-air, you take both of your swords, spinning right into the link that was already injured, ripping out a chunk of flesh, dealing a total of 5 damage. He still has a lot of armor, so it's hard to get.
Say, I make room to jump out of the way.
I know.
But all right, do you want to do something else with?
I probably should move a little bit so I'm not under him, but I'm fine right there for now.
All right. Well, the room is still glitchy, so let's see into what it transforms. All right. Map. We are going. I think this one is the correct one, or to the. Nope, that's the wrong one. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the correct one. It transforms.
Oh no.
Back to how the room was originally used. It's mostly just empty space with some sort of stone bed in the middle, but the battlefield is empty.
I was just imagining Keith his protection goes away. Come on, man.
But okay, start of the turn. Keith is Wellborn. It's up to you again.
All right. So this is just a giant stone field now. Making sure I
Pretty
understand.
much, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use armor piercing to
Yes.
Guys.
strike at him.
There we go. There we
That's
go.
a hit.
17 will hit. Okay. So an extra 1d4 damage. I'm starting to remember how to play this game again. Sorry. So that's d8 plus a d4. Oh, that's great.
You have to announce the extra upcasting beforehand, but I'll allow it this time because we forgot. But yeah.
Well, I
Okay,
have it
that's
again.
4 plus 3, 7, and with armor piercer, you deal psychic damage. So your bullet, you aim for the head. It goes right through the exoskeleton into its brain as it just starts to move as if it were in pain. You
The
deal the
damage
full
is-
7 damage.
The monster lives through Dave's week last week in a moment.
Now, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Can I ask a question here? I have a ability called Empower. It looks like it uses reaction points and says when I see an ally other than myself in range use an ability that basically they can get to upcast it by 3 WP for 3. Was that on that wonderful strike? Was he using an ability?
Yeah, armor piercer attack is an ability. You would technically, again, have to have said it before he rolled the attack roll. But this one time, I will allow it.
You are a kind and generous game master. I would like to call out to him and say, where I hit with the poison, strike hard, and empower your armor piercing ability.
So that's 3d4 additional damage.
All right, I'll roll 2 more d4s.
No, 3.
Oh, 3? 3 more additional.
Oh yeah, come on.
Let's go.
Oh, it teased the
Oh
4.
my god.
So
I should have
another
flown on
7
his
damage.
dice.
You shoot it into the wound where it reacts with the poison, almost as it psionically absorbs your psychic blast, shooting it up to its entire nervous system as it reels around, stomping, almost hitting Ironhide. It looks very injured.
That would be my turn.
Yep, Takeru.
All right. I am going to use my cleave ability, keeping the fire going. Do I need to do anything to keep the fire going, or once I turn it on?
No, it lasts 5 rounds.
5 rounds. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to move in and strike with cleave, 2-handed strike.
Cleave? You mean for the additional damage, or?
Yes. Yeah, cleave,
Okay.
I can add plus 1d6 damage. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do for 1 willpower. And roll into hit. Ugh! 13?
That's still a hit. He's a big target.
Oh,
Or
good.
it. Why do I just keep changing its pronouns?
It doesn't know
He,
either.
she, it, they.
You know, he's gender fluid. You
There
know,
you go.
sometimes he's he, sometimes he's it, sometimes he's they. You know, whatever gets the job done, as long as he's erasing minds.
It's like, yeah. So, okay,
Yeah.
so that's 1d8 for normal damage, and then a d6 for cleave, and a d6 for 2-handed. Does that sound correct?
Yeah, d6. Yeah.
Okay. And then my damage is 3.
There's a turtle at my window.
Nice.
It's not
I'm
my
sorry.
turtle either. It's not the regular one. This is a new turtle.
Hold on. I forgot /R.
Yeah.
There we go. All right.
16 damage. Nice. You take your swords, cleave, breathe in, and cleave through him, just cutting open its chest, dealing a total of 10 damage to it. As it reels back, it's almost dead. It's just barely standing.
Peace will come soon, creature.
So that means good doctor, or do you want to do something with your last action point?
For me, I don't know. There's too much I can do. I think that's good.
So for the studio audience, is there anything good to do with a last action point if you don't have a lot else to do?
I could.
It depends on your character, actually. It's I guess you could technically take the taking cover action.
Right.
That way you wouldn't give, but yeah, it doesn't really make sense. Then you don't give the enemy cover from your allies' range attacks.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if that would apply since we're in this open field.
Yeah, plus the thing is so big that you're not giving it cover anyway, so...
Right.
Yeah. Some characters have good built-in ways to
You know what
always
I'll
use
do?
that one action point, but...
Can I just add some movement? And
Yes.
I would go like kind of over here trying to kind of flank it with Ironhide.
All right.
Very nice. All right.
Don't shoot
believe
me.
If I'd have to shoot through Ironhide, the Mind Eraser, to hit you.
I feel confident.
Let me see if I can. Now, out of character, I believe flanking only applies to melee, not ranged attacks. Is that correct or incorrect?
You would need a greater talent flanker to flank. So,
Nice.
Okay. All right. Well, in general, I'm just going to shoot at this creature with my rifle. That'll be
That's a hit.
22. All right.
Nice.
Yep. And let's see if I can get a little more fortune in this wound. No, I cannot. 5.
yeah.
Your hit
you
rolls
shoot
are
it,
great.
and it just bounces off his exoskeleton. You just aim for the shoulder,
Yes.
but it was just a solid piece of chitin. And
Yep, I will say that is definitely one thing I love about systems like DC-20, where the attack roll also increases the damage. So, it's not like great roll, terrible roll. Anyway, I will use my movement to withdraw tactically. 1, 2, 3. And I believe that will end because I have to reload.
it's creature's turn, who is burning. Armor absorbs that, but I guess you will still be able to claim, because that one poison damage is enough to actually kill it off.
What does it look like as it dies? From the
So you just see that you shoot it at the shoulder, and after it just kind of stumbles. The fire still spreading. It's breathing heavily. It's lifting 2 of its arms, trying to hit Ironhide, but then it just collapsed. And it starts to dissolve
the
into
dissolving
nothingness.
creature. That is fascinating. I mean, we've seen it before, but not on this scale.
Yes, Jim. Time to change the music. And
I'm glad to hear the music's changing.
as the room, oh, you know what? Yeah, it stays in its current state again. As you see, as before, the one ape with the one eagle person still glitching, frozen in time. It's still unstable. Obadiah, you could again use patch up.
Exactly what I was going to ask. Gather round, story. Let's make sure that your page is mended. So it's, I believe, 2d8 plus 8 is my recollection.
To be fair, you don't really have to roll because they only got 5 damage each, and it puts them at max again.
Let's consider it done.
Awesome.
While you're resting up again, being patched up by the good doctor, you get a call in through your storyteller devices on your wrist. And you see Bob the Slime.
Yay!
Bob, you
Hi,
great.
hey.
Bob, you.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
I can
we
hear
hear
you
you.
now.
No.
Okay, good. So I've seen the readings from the world you're at. You seem to have dealt with the main destabilizing force. May I ask what those were? What that was?
Some kind of monsters that eat memories.
Oh, memories. Oh, yeah, that would explain it. I guess it was an old world, but turns out there's a slight problem.
What
Well,
always is with you, Bob.
well, turns out that the narrator, when he invented this world and this story, this was kind of the final scene. So there is no story after this one, which after the destabilization of the memory leaders kind of causes a sort of limbo for the world. So I got permission from the narrator himself to give you access to a story writer update to your storyteller devices. If you look at your storyteller device, you see like data being loaded in. And let me put you all together to move you to the other map.
Bob, are you trying to tell us we're moving on to fan fiction?
Sort of, yes. That's the only way to save this world. You need to finish the story, otherwise this world will be in complete limbo forever. So
Like Games
here
of
I have
Thrones all over again.
yeah. As did I move you to the other map? Yes, I
Yep.
did.
Yeah.
As you see how the room you're in starts to shrink rapidly as you grow out of it. You are in a jungle, which also starts to shrink rapidly until there you are standing. Right, it would technically make sense that you were in the original position of the room. As you see yourself on what, from your perspective, looks like a tiny island. You're in the middle of a jungle where the trees kind of just reach up half or a quarter of your legs. You see some mountains to the north of you. And yeah. So this I uploaded the only surviving image of this world. It was called 𝐒𝐪𝐼𝐻𝐿. It's a bad pun on the German word for animal, Tia. So, yeah, the narrator was like 12 years old when he came up with this world. Don't expect too much creativity. So, what I'm going to do is...
That's better fan fiction than when he's a teenager.
Scrat. Scrat. It's another turtle.
Turtle.
So what I'm gonna do is tell you the little information that exists about this world, the current scene, and then I guess you need to start inventing the story. So, like I said, this is 𝐒𝐪𝐼𝐻𝐿. It's an island inhabited by 5 animal tribes, which live in areas that are shaped like them. You're currently in the jungle of the apes. To the north of you is the mountains of the eagle, and to the north of that is the desert of the lizards and the savanna of the cats, and on the beach live the turtles. The monkeys are smart people. The turtles are wise seafaring people. The eagles are isolationists. And the lizards and cats are in a constant war with each other. So the story so far, each area has a holy relic. And the scene that you just saw was that of an injured eagle that the one monkey boy found. who had the relic of the eagles, which who gave him to him and said it was important that it gets back to the holy place, and that's kind of it. He really did not think the story far. Like that's like the second scene of the what was supposed to be originally a book idea.
It's a good start.
Why don't I hear music? Oh,
yeah, it's paused.
I had to change the music anyway, so that's.
Are we remaining, giant?
Yes, I think we should. We will stride this land
like kaiju?
Kaiju gods. One might even say like Godzillas.
Yes, it should give you a good eagle's eyes perspective of the story when you can send characters to different areas. But you can also zoom in for important scenes when necessary.
To a God's eye view.
Or God's eye view. May I remind you to that your training said that you should not get too big of God delusions.
Define too big.
Just do not try to overthrow the narrator.
Why would I do such a thing? He doesn't bleed.
I guess you're right. Sorry. I'm just trying to help, you know. You see his eyes just wiggling it nervously in his green gelatin.
No blubbering, Bob.
Well then, gentlemen.
I'm sorry.
We've a story to save.
Yes, I leave it to you. Good luck on your mission. As it just takes this little slimy arm and just like tries to salute you.
What now, gentlemen?
Oh, I have no clue. I thought you knew.
Oh. I'm used to simply taking orders.
Well, if we go by story logic, there are 5 relics or artifacts, so clearly this is a fetch quest to assemble them all. But we also must bring the peoples of this island together.
Yes, indeed. There are 5 holy artifacts. They are actually drawn into the map. Those are the red markings. The brain of the monkey, the tooth of the lizard, the whiskers of the cat, and the turtle shell of the turtles.
Now, out of character question, how do we regain resources? Because we have spent a few.
You can take a short rest that takes half an hour, and you get half of your vitality and willpower back. You can also take a full rest, which takes 10 hours. 8 of it requires you to sleep, and that gives you all your vitality, all your willpower back, and half of your narrative momentum.
Do we have a sense of how much time we have to complete this task?
There's currently no sense of urgency forced upon you.
Should we rest here in the eaves of this gorilla jungle and regain our vitality and will and our narrative thrust?
I am
rest near you.
It is fan fiction, so.
Yeah. But
Let us do
sound like
that.
a good idea.
That might be a good idea, yeah.
So, whilst we rest, do any of you know a good story?
So there's one currently developing in the yard out here. I might have to go take care of it here in a minute.
A little fan fiction out in the yard there?
Does it involve when one turtle meets another turtle?
More like when a random turtle meets the neighbor's cat.
Oh, well, but luckily it's not a lizard meeting the cat. Because they're constantly at war.
And meta question, we're making decisions on where the story goes, or is there a goal we generally know we're supposed to be achieving?
There's no finale for the story, so you just have to think of at least somewhat satisfying story that leads to some sort of finale. A story needs to be either entertaining, or needs to have a message that it teaches, or both.
Are you saying it's a never-ending story?
Y'all keep going. I got to run off this cat real quick, though.
Yeah. The squirrel's running off.
Save the turtle, Scrat! Save the turtle!
All right. So we're taking a short rest. Is that where?
Long rest.
Long rest. Okay.
We'll do a long rest. Yeah.
We're
Get
camping
back to
out,
Max.
looking at the stars. What kind of story do you feel like this island deserves? It started out so youthfully in the narrator's eye when he was but a wee person, or if one may call such a personage a person.
I suppose one question to answer is why does this eagle have the holy relic of the eagles and has crash landed into the monkey's territory?
Perhaps the eagle sought the artifact to fly higher than any other eagle ever has before, and flew too high and crashed to the earth, and learned through the ministrations of this gorilla, not of their kind, that they usually are standoffish, humility, and the value of friendship.
That's fun. Zexania just tipped a cinematic for Scrat. We'll let him. I'll share the thing with him.
Mhm.
So then, what is the overarching issue that is caused? Has this eagle stolen the artifact then? Could it accidentally result in some kind of war now that it's in the monkey territory?
It's possible, or it could be that it is an artifact that has been handed down the stewardship of for his line of eagles throughout the generations, and he is a noble eagle. You know, dare we say, a king amongst eagles. And now he must learn humility from this gorilla, and in doing so, bring his people out of isolation. Perhaps he can assist this gorilla on his own quest to seek out the artifact of the gorilla folk.
Ooh. And perhaps the monkey's character arc could be... it's a coming-of-age story for both of them.
Indeed. A hero's journey, one might say.
Scrat, Zexania just bought you a cinematic action, but you have to change your name to a Turtle Plays.
Turtle Plays! The other turtle did come out, and he was wanting to play also.
You got to get an image of a squirrel with a turtle shell, like a Ninja Turtle squirrel.
Oh, man.
Keithus,
Awesome.
what do you say?
I say that I'm not sure which one's going to win, but I think they can work together.
Perhaps through the power of friendship, they can all win.
That touches Takeru, the anime character's heart. The power of friendship.
So
And Ironhide, what have you? Or is your name changed? Or am I getting you guys back?
Turtle hide.
how about this? Like, the initial idea is they work together, a coming-of-age story, trying also to get the monkey's brain, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then one by one, their story will inspire the others, and we will bring peace and unity to this whole isle.
By bringing all the relics together, we bring all the peoples together.
Yes.
Classic.
And perhaps they all fit together somewhat like a, shall we say, Voltron-shaped.
I love it.
Okay, but you rest now. take your time. The stars actually never come out. As said, this world is in limbo, so time does not flow. But you rest up and you're ready to go. And as you want to implement the first steps, you see something. A portal appearing right before you, and which you all recognize from training. This is one of the main ways how the fiction freedom fighters travel. As they appear right in front of you, 4 characters, which are
And they're like the anarchists or something, right?
Just I'm gonna let them appear for a second, and yes, those are
Who are
the
these
other
punks?
multiversal organization that know that they're fictional. But unlike you that have accepted their fate, that they have to play a bigger role, they say like, screw the narrator. We're not their puppets. We're not their slaves. We don't just suffer for their entertainment. We are our own people. Down with the narrator.
I love it.
As you see 4 individuals appear right in front of you. You see from the left to right a gnome with some sort of electronic device on his hand, which is crackling with energy, glowing in all sorts of colors. Sorry, I just see Scrat's turtle picture of me.
He's joining us.
The gnome is partially bald with engineer goggles, and then you see a tall blonde woman wearing a white-blue superhero costume with a big P on her chest. You see Takeru, you recognize him not in the sense that you know him, but more in the sense that he's also anime style. He's someone with spiky hair, big muscles, black hair, ready for action. And you see a bluish alien with a pistol, a cowboy hat, and so you see the blue superhero stepping for, "Hold there, tyrants! You shall not force your tyranny upon this world."
Tyranny would imply control. We just try to bring flow to the story.
They deserve an independent future that is not controlled by you or by anybody. Yes, that's a little gnome. So you see the buff guy. "Yeah, you're going down. Tyrant trash."
I'm sorry, I can't think of the word I want to say. It's gone. It's the word where like somebody makes something based on something else.
Mm-hmm. So, quick question. Because I'm not out of character. I'm not sure how this works out of combat. If we wanted to use an ability that has like AP or something, how does it work out of combat versus in?
Out of combat is just takes a few seconds to use. It's not directly defined.
Okay. So I think Obadiah, as he's watching this, studying them, wondering just what kind of bleeding they do, he's going to focus in on his skills and invoke Blessed Skill. So that increases all skill checks by 1 for 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. They see that you're getting ready, doing something, and they're getting ready to attack. Charge! As combat starts. They don't seem to be in a very diplomatic mood currently.
Yes. Well, I guess I'll get to see how they bleed.
Keith, you go first.
I go first, of course. Okay.
All right.
I will actually use an action point. Oh, that's a reaction. Okay, never mind.
Out of character, quick question. How does since we leveled up, how does the initiative work since it's a new combat?
The initiative is static. Each one has a static initiative value, and which I wrote down beforehand, including that of the enemy, so I immediately know who goes first.
Gotcha.
And
I will charge forward with my psychic blade and sweep, do a precision attack on the gnome here. I will upcast it by 1 to get +4 on this attack.
all right.
+6. I'm sorry, +6 on this attack. So that's +12.
Yeah, take him out first because Chat and I are thinking he has the Infinity Gauntlet.
21 points.
21. That's a hit. Roll for damage.
That's a D8 plus. That's a D8 plus 3. And we go.
Ooh, there you
Full
go.
damage.
Yeah, keep
11.
this.
As you get your psychic blade ready to stab him, you see the superhero next to him jumping into the way. Not so fast. As you stab the blade right into her, and she takes a hit instead. So that's 11 psychic damage. She has 3 defense roll. 4. And so that's sorry, math. 7 damage you deal to her. As the psychic energy just charged in her, but she tries to persevere with her heroic valor.
That leaves me 1 action point left. I'm good.
Yeah. All right. If you don't do anything else, that's Takeru's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna go in. Let's see. I'll spend my willpower to activate. I'm gonna activate Earth to increase my armor.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
And which damage type?
Boom. Oh, I gotta pick a damage type. Okay. Well, physical, I guess. Is that a choice?
You don't have physical. I think you have heat, shock.
Oh, is that?
Poison and freezing. Cold, I mean.
All right. Then I will wait until I see them attack. So I'll go back to fire then. As I start to do that and realize I need to train more.
Okay, so you hold your turn for now.
Well, no, I'll do fire breathing instead. If I have, I didn't realize that about Earth. My apologies.
You have. I mean, the damage types come from which buff you use. You have 3 times elemental weapon for these damage types. So you can also use fire with cold damage, which then causes it to freeze instead of burning.
Okay. Well, I'll stick with attack for now because I want to see them attack to decide what kind of defense I want to put up. See how they play.
Okay. You see the alien taking out her revolver as you see holograms with targeting software appearing right. And where? Oh, there she is. Yeah. And she aims for Keithis, who rushed in. So that's a D20, 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 D10, I mean, yeah, 20. Oh, yeah, that's a hit. And,
okay. Yeah, go on.
As she deals the D8. And that's 9 physical damage to you.
9 physical damage, okay.
And she she moves back 1, 2, 3, 4 into the water. Takeru, you want to go or still holding your turn?
Well, no, yeah, I'll go. Yeah, I was just gonna switch to attack instead, so I'll stick with fire. I'm gonna move in. I've got 3 basic movements, so I'll spend 1 action point to increase my movement. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coming in on this side. And then spend my last 2 action points on a cleave, striking the Infinity Gauntlet gnome.
You do know if you like move in here, you could hit all three with one cleave, right?
Woo!
I mean, that's the main
Right.
thing
Plus-
why you use cleave to hit 3 targets.
Well, I can do also damage or plus to attack.
Yes.
Right. So, okay, sure. Why? I haven't done that yet. So we'll do that, but I got to spend per target. So that would be 3 willpower.
Hmm.
All right.
Yeah, 3 willpower.
So,
no.
can I, at this point, he hasn't rolled yet, right?
Correct.
So
Yeah.
can I use Empower for his?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
I would like to.
Do I do anything with that, or?
Yes, you can either increase the attack roll or the damage, depending on what you use for the upcasting. Or a combination of both. For each willpower, which you get, you can either add a 1d6 damage or +2 to the attack roll.
You call it, Glenn, since you're calling it.
You are upcasted by 3 WP for 3. I think you should increase the damage.
Sounds good. I'm glad you have faith in my hit. Okay, so here's the hit then.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
The
baby.
roll 1 for all the attack.
All right, no, it's too much. I'm gonna spend narrative momentum to reroll. That's 5, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
We can't waste this.
Do it. Do it.
Do it. /R D20. Boom! Come on, baby. No way!
This
Well-
cannot stand. Now, quick question. Can anyone else spend narrative points to help a brother out?
Yes. Yes.
Obadiah is going to say, again.
Okay. You guys, if I roll another 2, I'm gonna die. Okay, all right. So that'd be
So
18.
18.
Yeah. That's so funny. Most expensive hit in history.
But
Roll
it
for
makes for a
damage.
good story.
Yes, indeed. All right, so that's
Extra damage.
extra damage, +3 on the extra damage, so too many buttons. All right, we're rolling a d8 and +9 total for the damage. Or, I'm sorry, -3 on that. So 11. I added too much.
You can never add too much damage. It makes the bleeding much better and the re-knitting much
You do
more.
know you get 3d6 extra damage. And
From what? I mean, I'll take it. Never mind.
no,
Don't
no, like it's d8 +3, the normal weapon damage.
Yep.
And then from the upcast, you got 3d6 extra damage.
Oh, 3d6. I thought it was just +3. I'm sorry. Gotcha. 3d6. All right, I'll take that.
So that's 8 plus.
Coming up. Sorry, too many windows. /R, 3d6. Go. Oh, that was decent.
There we go. Yes.
So
You
8
see,
plus. Yeah. Okay.
The superhero, seeing that you get your fire slash ready, just to cut through all of them. And she just takes it, grabs it. As she grabs it, she just cut through her, but she absorbs the full impact of all 3 attacks. As you just cut clean through her, and her entire body is engulfed in fire, burning to ash instantly.
Ooh. I did not expect that. He's going to step
No.
back exhausted.
Protector, no! As the all around them starts to flip out. You bastards! You killed the protector!
Do you not understand your fight is meaningless? You fight against your very creator.
Ashes to ashes.
As you see the gnome getting his glove ready, you will pay for that. And the glove starts to charge up.
I don't like that.
As he shoots, give me a strength defense roll.
All Alrighty, double checking number. +3. Alright.
Oh no. As he shoots energy net at you that's glowing in all sorts of colors. But you're ready, taking your sword, cutting it in half. The two halves just fly by you. So, no. As he moves back. And that's his turn. Oh, you're right, the doctor.
Very good. So I have questions. First of all, out of character questions. So we're giant on this map. Are do these features actually matter, or are we really just in a small setting and we can't see it on the map?
I mean, the mountains give you full cover. If you, like, for example, would move in here, you would have full cover.
Okay. And with that, now I guess my other question is, if I went up the mountain, would it give me a better angle on shooting?
Then your allies would not give the enemies half cover if they're in the way.
Yes. So, for example, that gentleman with the infinity gauntlet, do I have, where I'm currently standing, allies giving him cover?
Yes.
Okay. But if I sidestepped over like here, they would not. Is that incorrect or correct?
Okay, I would say he would not have cover.
All right. And can we divide movements, like move one and then do an action, then move? Yeah, okay. All right. So I think I will first step thusly. I will then aim thusly at this malfeasant anarchist. And I will take out my rifle, apply my poison. This one scooped up in the dissolving goo of the last mind eraser that I struck at. And I will shoot him. Only a 12.
You aim, but as you shoot, he throws himself on the ground, and your bullet flies right above him.
You know what? This story needs to wrap up now. May I spend my remaining 5 narrative for the reroll?
Okay. I mean,
it's time.
And it's yours. Apparently, the story doesn't end for you this time. And I will then meekly use the rest of my movement to get cover.
Ironhide.
Behind Ironhide.
I feel like I missed a turn.
I'm actually
in all this.
like in this little nook of the mountains.
Okay.
As a giant striding through and then hiding behind a mountainside.
By the way, Ironhide, remember you got a free cinematic action.
I do. How cool. All right. Well, I will first mosey up here and start swinging at this guy. So,
No cinematic action? Okay.
well, do you do that first, or does that?
Like, that's a 3 action point thing. That's your entire turn, basically.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's just make it good. I will lunge from where I was with both swords out, and I'm just gonna pin dude to the ground with the swords. Just stab him to the ground. Can I do that?
Okay. Give me, I guess, athletics or nimbleness.
Athletics or nimbleness? Let's see.
Skill check.
Which one's
D10.
better? I have 3 in athletics. So D20 plus 3.
D10. Skills are
D10.
D10.
That's right. I don't know why that did that.
Oh, tease the 10.
Well, that's a 5. I don't know what that's gonna do, but
Cinematic actions might be strong, but they're not guaranteed. As
terrible.
you jump over, and this guy just catches both of your blades in the air. Just,
But still
all
looks
day.
Oh yeah.
As you pull your swords out before he almost crushes them under his mighty fists.
Dang.
Yeah. You will pay! As it's his turn now, and you see him flaring up a ginormous red aura. His hair, spiky hair, becomes even spikier and red. As he, you see his skin also going red veiny, his eyes going white in pure rage. As, he's going for the one who killed his friend.
It's fair.
Just with his full rage, his fist goes at full speed towards Takeru. So that's the D2 attack. Come on, roll. That's a hit. As he swings his mighty attack at you. So
What's the
plus,
14 against? Just so I remember.
Evasion.
I have 16.
Yeah, but that's just a pure roll. I'm not telling you how much hit bonus the guy has.
Oh, fair. I didn't realize he rolled a 14. We don't do that much anymore. We roll 2s.
Yes, so that's he didn't roll
Ouch.
that well on the damage dice, but that's 12 damage as he punches in you with incredible force.
Well, now I can spend narrative momentum to do a reaction defense thing. Is that correct?
Yes, you can.
Give that a try because I haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm.
How much was that? 3 as well?
3 narrative momentum.
Okay. I'm almost out of narrative, but that's fine. So then, what do I roll for that? I apologize. Let's see.
D10. Oh yeah, right. First of all, how do you want to defend? You cannot just defend. Like the whole point of a cinematic action is that you tell me something cool.
So it's a skill. Gotcha. So he's diving. He's thrusting forward at me. So I think it's going to be some kind of evasion. So probably nimbleness or... Because I think if he's diving, I'm trying to spin down, swing around so that I have my sword pointed at his back as he passes by.
Okay. So give me nimbleness. Indeed.
Okay. I got a 4 in nimbleness. Here we go. D10 plus 4. Come on, baby. All right. A
Nice.
dirty 10. Is that a thing?
As you swing beneath him, got your sword ready as he fumbles onto the ground standing up. But he's so angry that he uses a cinematic reaction to react to your reactions.
Nice.
So,
I will counterspell your counterspell.
as he senses the sword, he just in absolute recklessly, he just slams to the back into the sword to still hit you with the full force, but he takes damage.
Alerts action.
Let's say you deal 7 damage to him.
Okay.
But yeah, you switch up basically the positions in the whole maneuver.
Yes.
Yeah. As his bare back is just so much mass crashing into you. All right, then that's his turn. He was the last one. Keith is.
Oh, he's standing right next to me. You know what? No. I really don't like this glove guy. I'm going
Takeru's got that guy.
I'm going to charge forward with my blade out. And can I actually... I want to spend my 5 points for a cinematic action, too. I want to run forward with my blade, and I want to jump up, and I want to use telekinesis to strike down at him.
Ooh. That would probably be a perseverance or presence, depending on what you use to channel your psionic powers. By the way, it costs 3 narrative momentum, not 5.
5 for the
Okay.
reroll.
Okay. All right. Then I will do. And you said perseverance.
Perseverance or presence?
Yeah, perseverance. All right. So that's
Sheer willpower.
20 plus 4.
D10 plus 4.
D10 plus 4. Sorry. 8.
All right, you rush into them, slamming your psionic mind into him. As roll me 4d10 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Come on, Dave. That is a
9.
decent roll.
Yes. Yes.
As you slam into him, you just the full force slamming him into the ground. You hear bones break, blood splitting as he's lying on the ground. As he uses one last cinematic action. As you see his glove beeping like a timer, 3 seconds. You bastard. As he tries to blow you two up together, but he rolled miserably. You see that using your rest of the psionic power, you use pushing far into the ocean as he blows up and nothing left of him after this final failed desperation move.
We may need one body left or no one will believe us.
I can collect biological samples. Don't worry.
Okay, so Takeru.
Well, yeah, I've got a guy holding my sword in his gut, so I'm hurt, but I'm gonna stay in fire stance and just go for an attack. What should I need to finish him off, so I think I'm gonna do cleave again. So spend that willpower to guarantee my hit. That was +1. What was it? How much was it there?
You get +2 attack roll for each additional
+2.
willpower.
Okay.
Power.
So let me spend 2 additional willpower on that for +4.
Mm-hmm.
And roll it up. So that makes a total of +10 to hit, which should be enough. 17.
17, that is a hit.
Whew, good. All right. And my normal, that's just normal damage, 1d8 +3. 8.
8. As you pull your sword, remember you get 2d6 extra damage on top of that.
Oh, I keep forgetting that. And I'm sorry. Remind me where that's from? That's why I can't remember.
Vertical grip plus elemental weapon.
I didn't remember the elemental weapon just gives me.
Yeah.
Very cool. Okay. 2 more d6. Come on, guys. Let's do this. Type fast. I'm not typing fast. There we go. 6 total.
So, as you pull your sword out with fire, giving a deep, gushing wound, he is starting to collapse. But you see him, not now. As you hear the aliens scream, "Soren, don't do it! We don't have a choice. Final gate, open!" As instead of collapsing, he gets one final power up.
This guy's
which
name isn't
will
Lee,
most
is it?
likely cost him his life anyway. As his aura explodes, pushing you and Ironhide back meters.
He's going Super
I
Saiyan.
hope the neighbors don't get the wrong idea.
That sounds like a little pain.
Yeah. His
He's bushy
is
eyebrows.
exploding in power. And now it's sorry, I just saw the neighbors don't get the wrong idea.
It's just fan fiction, neighbors. Don't worry about it.
So you see the alien, or you're completely distracted by this power. While the alien aims with the gun, you see the holograms aiming at Karu's back, and she pulls the trigger. Let's see what happens.
Can I give? Can I? Oh no, I used my reaction somewhere.
That's a hit, as she deals. 4 plus 3 plus 2. That's 7 and 9 damage.
That's to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's enough to knock you unconscious, isn't it?
I have 3 left.
Really?
Yeah, because the last guy did 12 and I was at full, and then she just did 9, so that was 21 damage total.
So you feel the bullet in your back, holding your hand to the wound as blood is gushing. That hurt. Okay.
I'm glad we took a rest before we started this.
As she moves deeper into the water, which is difficult terrain, but she's trying to gain distance. Okay, the Dr. 𝐒𝐫𝐢𝐦𝐰𝐨𝐝 Stain.
Yes. Well, this is quite annoying. So, Obadiah steps out of cover, aims at this rather loudly groaning figure, and will take a shot with laced with poison.
So.
And just a triple check. So this does not count as a skill check, the attack checks, right?
No, that does
That's
not count
okay.
as a skill check.
And I will miss.
As you aim the gun, shoot him. As the bullet is about to hit him, he almost like blinks out of existence for a second and appears a few centimeters in front, like instinctually just moving at unperceivable speeds out of the bullet's way.
At which Obadiah will say, well, that was disappointing. And then we'll hide back in the mountains.
Okay. The gnome is out of the game. Ironhide.
Yo. All right. So, do I have any more of that cinematic action stuff left?
I don't think you spent.
You can use
momentum.
3 narrative momentum since to use one. You have not spent any, so I presume you have at least 7.
Yeah. So, like, if I remember right, I can kind of co-op this with a teammate, right? Or am I remembering?
With a what?
So, I want to use the chains that I got on level 2.
Okay.
Chain this guy, but instead of pulling him to me, swing him into Takaru over there, and that way he can get a nice baseball swing on him. Just
That would be a cooperative cinematic action. That would cost 2 narrative momentum for each of you, and you both have to make a skill check, but you both get an advantage. If one of you fails, the cinematic action fails.
Okay.
let's do it.
Well, I only have 1 left. Can he spend 3 and I spend my last one?
I say I can give them to you, right?
Or are we completely
when it comes to
breaking?
cinematic actions, you have to spend your own narrative momentum.
I'm sorry, I'm poor.
Okay. All right. I will save that for another day then. I will.
Or you could throw it up in the air for one of the range guys to take a pot shot. Does anybody else want to go in on it?
I have my plate out
pull!
right now.
Just throw them in the air.
All right.
I mean, yeah, I'm out of narrative. I've told all of the story twists I have.
Okay. I'll just give
I'm
them
sorry, I ruined it.
I give them the slice and dice. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, you do.
That's a hit.
That's the first one. That's the second
Dang,
one.
dude.
Look at there.
You creep rolling like a god, man.
I am the storyteller. Oh, what do we say is D8 plus 3. So here we go for the first one.
Nice.
And then
For the second one?
I forgot. That was a crit. And that was, if I remember
The second
right.
one wasn't crit. So, oh yeah. Okay. As he just moved out of the way of the bullet, you used that opportunity that he just moved to the front, rushing in, striking him twice with your swords right in his chest, blood gushing out. But he just is looking at you, breathing heavily, almost like he's not even feeling the pain. He's clearly very injured, but whatever he just done, he just powering through these deadly injuries. Speaking of him, with your two swords in his hand, you just see him lift off his hand, his fist, going for a blow right in the center of your chest. Hitting you as he hits you with incredible force. So, dealing 22 damage as you catapulted up here.
22.
Yeeted you.
He
That's a little
did.
bit.
But after he punches you, you see his aura disappearing, his eyes empty, as he just almost freezes in his fist stand, not falling to the ground, but clearly no longer breathing.
Ironhide in the distance. I did that.
Yes, you did, and it was glorious. As I watched the final breath from hiding end.
Keithus, your turn.
I'm just gonna drop my weapon so it doesn't cost me an action point. I'm gonna pull out my pistol and fire at the last person. I'm gonna do like a precision strike, so I'm gonna like take a breath to aim and then fire.
All right.
Would be this one again.
Heartbeat sound effect. Reticle stop shaking. Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a total hit.
All right, so then that's a D8 plus 3. 9 points
Nice.
of damage.
9 damage. All right. You aim at her. Oh, yeah, right. That's psychic damage. I need to just look at the. Ooh, she's actually has a weak will defense roll, so you deal an additional damage for 10 total
Nice.
as you hit her. Her body shaking after that psychic shock. She's breathing heavily, clearly panicking. And I presume that's your turn. So, Takeru.
All right. I am going to spend, because I'm hurt, I'm going to spend 2 will to switch to water breathing, which gives me a d6 of vitality equal to my tier. So is that 2 for level 2?
No, you are tier 1.
Oh, tier 1. Okay, so 1d6 on that. Not 1d5, 1d6. There we go. Okay,
Nice.
that's pretty good. I feel a little better. And then, let's see, I gotta spend an action point to increase my movement. And I'm gonna join her in the water. And then I'm going to attack.
It's like Pacific Rim.
Yes. And I've still got 2 action points, so I'm gonna do. I think I gotta just do cleave.
Why not just attack normally? If you use cleave, it literally doesn't make any difference because you cannot upcast it because you already used 2 willpower this turn.
Oh, I have a limit on
if-
willpower
wait,
costs? I didn't realize
wait.
that.
But wait, what if I empower him?
Are you still in range for empower?
That I do not know, but maybe not.
I
He's
forgot to
pretty
change
far
it
out.
into meters. Wait. 1
In
meter.
check range, because he is pretty far out. I don't know that I am.
So,
Let me see.
It's
only
he
5
is 10 meters away. I think.
So no.
How was it
It's
5 or
feet.
10 meters?
It's 5. So no, I
Okay.
cannot.
Thanks for thinking of me. Okay, so sorry, I didn't realize there was a willpower restriction. What's RP?
Reaction points.
Oh, I see. That's okay. Perfect. Okay, then yeah, just a standard attack coming up. Ooh, all right.
24. In a final desperate attempt, she tries to counter it with a cinematic action. Just
Oh,
no.
bummer.
as she tries to parry it with roll for damage.
And when I switch to water, does that change? Do I not have the additional?
You can choose again the damage type.
So the
heat,
damage continues.
Poison, cold, or shock.
So I'll do cold since I'm doing water right now.
Okay.
And then
So yeah, quite frankly, you don't really have to roll for it.
fair enough.
How do you want to finish it? Even if you rolled the minimum, it would still kill her.
Okay, I'll do the classic clean. He sees the thread line. He smells the scent of the thread like Tanjiro and slices the head clean, quick death.
Yeah, she tries to parry it with her gun, but you just cleanly cut to the gun as if it wasn't even there, as it shattered from the coldness of your strike.
Be at peace and return to the storyteller.
Well, her head is on the ground, so she can't answer. Or underwater, actually.
Although in Demon Slayer, the heads talk.
Well, she's not a demon, she's an alien. There's
Fair
a
enough.
difference. So, the interruption has passed.
Gather around, storytellers.
During the combat, you see, after what you already discussed, that the monkey and the eagle together went where the monkey artifact is, the brain, to gather it. And as they are respected by the monkey government and says, yes, we have to gather them all to bring together the tribes for peace. What happens next?
Well, I think clearly their example of inter-people cooperation inspires the surrounding lands. First, the turtle folk who sort of bind the whole area and are peaceful, and then together they seek out at the head of the turtle, the famed turtle headpiece, and then slowly make their way, because it's a turtle, with the eagle's eyes guiding them to where a battle is about to rage between the lizards and the cat folk.
Yes.
And at that point, tell them what happens next, Nakaru.
Oh boy. The armies are lined up, and the eagle flies in with the monkey to do like Battle of Five Armies, but Gandalf standing in the middle. And they're crying out for peace and for the leaders to come forward as they have the holy relics. Ironhide, tag.
Let's try and think of something cool for the turtles. I got nothing. The turtles are so
Maybe.
slow.
But maybe as they arrive last, their headpiece glows and the from the eyes of the turtle shine 2 lights on the hidden locations of the lizard and cat folks' artifacts. And then Kathis can tell us what happens next.
I honestly don't have the brain power.
Turtles come out of the ground.
We haven't found the brain artifact yet. Then we need it.
The 2 artifacts get glowed up, and the eagle sweeps down and snatches one of them while the apes gather the other and bring them together.
And with these offerings, the lizard and the cat become as one people at peace. And all of the 5 peoples journey forth to the eagle's eyrie, which was formerly forbidden ground for others other than the eagle folk. And together, they put the 5 pieces together, and it forms a massive edifice in the shape of Ironhide.
Perfect.
The secret creator of this world all along.
It was me.
And the turtles say, and thus it was. And so the 5 peoples of Turtle Island around the great statue of Ironhide are united in joy and peace, as the narrator always intended.
Totally.
In their
Yes.
Except Ironhide just has a dent in his chest from that punch.
Yep. And one tear rolls down Takaru's cheek, and Obadiah goes with a collection.
I'd be creeped out, but it's too beautiful.
Oh yeah, you're totally creeped out. It is total creeper action. Dr. Kane is really transgressing several lines.
Anime tears are one of the recipes, though. That's the ingredient you need.
Wait for the next level up.
As the world around you stabilizes in the post-story epilogue, where the people are free, where the heroes have fulfilled their destiny, learned, grown as people, went of a heroic journey of sorts, you taught the world that peace is better than war, that it should persevere, and it is worthy fighting for it. As your devices bling up, mission complete. Get ready to be extracted to headquarters HQ as you are teleported out back in the headquarters. You see Bob the Slime moving towards the main entrance portal. Values are stabilizing. That's a good job. Good job. I'm sure the narrator will be very pleased with you all.
Obadiah surreptitiously takes another sample and just kind of does a little scoop of the floor of the slot and then looks away.
Obadiah, I told you this makes me feel a bit self-conscious. Please don't force me to go back to HR again.
Well, no. I was using my quick hands. I don't know that he saw me.
Ooh.
Okay, use quick finger skill check then.
Yes.
Let's go.
Versus this, not
This
perception.
is vital information.
Yes. Which I believe I can
rolled
also use my cunning skill to add a D4 to.
Yes.
Yes, and so, yes, I will use my quick fingers, which is at a 5. Because, I really can't go back to HR again.
You need a D10, not a D20.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I'll just roll a
Basically,
D10.
combat rolls, D20. Skill / non-combat rolls, D10.
Okay, all right, let's try that again. Oh, it's
So,
even
yeah,
better.
he doesn't see you at all as you just quickly slurp it in.
Love it.
HR averted.
So So, do you want to go over to epilogue mode?
That sounds perfect.
Is there a sunset involved?
What?
Is there a sunset involved?
I mean, you can go to the simulation room if you want to ride onto sunset.
I'm down.
That simulation room, by the way, is where Ishanekon Arena takes place, for those who've seen those streams.
Hey!
But, yeah. So you just, your cowboy instincts drives you to ride into the sunset, so you go into the simulation to do just that. And the narrator is happy with you. You get promoted. Next time you'll be dealing with more dangerous missions. And who knows? The people might never know your story, but you know that thanks to you, many important stories will be told to have a positive impact on the real world.
As Obadiah rides off into the simulated sunset, he says to the others, "In the end, we're all just stories. Make it a good one."
Looks back at the camera, breaks the fourth wall.
Definitely. Oh, that was a good one.
Excellent. Thank you, guys. That was fun once again.
Yeah.
We killed all of them.
We did.
We'll let the narrator sort them out.
Yeah, he can take care of it.
There is an afterlife in this universe, right? So
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. That was so much fun once again. Blaze, where can people check out Ishanekon and join your conversations? Where can they find and support you?
The entire rule set is online in the official website. Again, over 2,000 character options. Setting independent, you can play whatever. But there are currently 2 example settings, a bit barebone, I have to admit. But this one is actually one of those. You saw 2 of the major factions, but there are actually 4. Well, you gotta find that out on your own on the website. I also have a Discord channel where I regularly organize games, where you can ask questions, where you can see preview content about what I'm gonna be releasing with new patches. I'm actually planning to release a patch tomorrow. Let's see if that will work. But yeah, I'm happy for everybody who tries out the game. It's not about money. It's not about fame. I just want to offer you a great tabletop RPG experience without having to pay any money or to any dubious companies, which I will not mention by name. You know who you are.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And guys, I just spammed the links in chat. And of course, it's in the description below for the Discord, website, and for Ishanekon World Shapers YouTube channel. So do hop over to their streams and give them support and love. And Blaze, thank you so much for coming in again for another one shot.
Super happy to be here. I run a unique 2-parter story, I have to say.
We tend to have that effect on things. Awesome. Well, we'll say, let's go around. Let's go over to Squirrel Plays, our collaborator for Skraturdays. Where can people find and support you?
It's on my YouTube channel, A Turtle Plays, apparently. That's what we're calling it. It's actually
Just for today.
Squirrel Plays, not A Turtle Plays. But I do like my turtles, apparently. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I have the YouTube channel and a Discord. That's it. I mean, I don't have a lot of social media presence.
Don't forget your book.
And my book!
I got the Amazon link in chat.
Somewhere.
You always forget the book, man.
It's somewhere.
It's somewhere on my desk, too. I was looking for it.
Mine's in the house.
It's so good, you can't find it.
It becomes part of you.
He's got it.
There it is. Ta-da.
Pick it up.
Yours will not have this band across it. That's the author copy. So
It's awesome. Pick it up. I got the hardcover. That's the way to go, obviously. Thanks for being here, man. And I'll swing around in my thing and go, Glenn. Thank you for stepping in tonight.
Hopefully I did Jacob proud.
Absolutely.
Make sure I had the hat in his honor.
The hat.
So, I am Glen Finney. You can find me at my YouTube channel, Glen Finney, and we're doing our fundraiser for the Alzheimer's Association Longest Day, RPGs versus AD. We now have a place list that you can see several of the sessions we've already played, 2 of them with DC20, one with Legacy D&D 5th edition, and we're going to have some upcoming ones, including with the fabulous Avenue Studios in June, using my own in development light RPG system, Clever, Cool, Crazy. And
Yes.
Dave has played. He rocked it at page 2. I will be putting in an appearance at page 3, so if you guys are heading out there next January. And also, you can find me hanging out at the DC 20 West Marches, one of the Grand GMs there with some of our other fine folks, if you want to play. And thank you so much for letting me play. It was a lot of fun being a storyteller here, and it's really got some nice dials on this game. So thank you for sharing.
Awesome. Thank you, man.
It.
Links, of course, for the RPGs versus AD in the description and in chat. Last but not least, Dave from Grimwood Games. Where can people find and support you, my brother?
Grimwood.games. Go there. You can find everything there. Hopefully I can get these proof done on drive-through soon, and then you guys can buy Ironbound on drive-through.
That'll be awesome.
Working on it.
Yep.
Wish you luck with that.
We put 1 step forward, 2 steps back, 3 steps forward.
Blaze is like, well, if you just made your manual a web page, you wouldn't have these troubles.
That's not very helpful.
But the art's going to look so good in print. I can't wait to see it. Awesome. Perfect. And guys, check all these people out. Check them out on Twitch and YouTube. Links in the description. Again, Blaze, thank you so much for being here. And
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. This has been another fantastic episode of Skraturdays, an Avenue Studios and a Squirrel Plays collaboration. Do give us a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to follow the adventure. You can further support us and become a part of the ever-growing force known as Avenue Studios by joining our locals, Patreon, YouTube, Rumble, Twitch, wherever you are, and we'll bring you in our private Discord where you can chat with everybody here and so many more people and play games, including our West March Pathfinder 2nd Edition with Jacob. Don't forget to check the links in the description below for all these awesome people, as well as the sound, music, and ambience that we're using. And thank you so much for joining the adventure. No raid today, because I didn't see... Wait, I'll real quick double check and see. Let's see if anybody's streaming. No, I wish YouTube gave you more permissions, but nobody's streaming, so we will just say thank you for joining the adventure. We will see you next time. All right, bye.